Welcome to Life with Jason, episode 114, Moving Forward. Today, I'm going to be talking about my new business, Lifting the Soul Ministries, and moving forward with it. It is a huge endeavor for anybody who has started a new business, and it takes quite a bit to set up and get moving. But I am there. So join me. Starting a business is not always an easy thing to do. There's a lot of things that come into play when you're starting a new business. And it can be stressful at times. It can be invigorating, exciting. It can be scary. There's all sorts of emotions that come up when you're starting something new. And there's a lot of work to do behind the scenes to launch something that's new and to start in a new direction. And as those of you who listen or watch these videos regularly, you know that I left a career that I've been practicing as for 27 years, and I still do the odd bit of electrical work. I've quoted a couple of jobs just in the last couple of months, and so I'm still pursuing some electrical work, but not to the same extent that I was before. And so here I am starting something new, a new direction, a new endeavor. And it's not completely different in a sense. Like, it is a totally different career path, but surprisingly, it's not really as different as you may think in regards to what I'm doing. So Lifting the Soul Ministries is all about coaching and mentoring men. And when I was thinking of making this transition into something new, and I left my job a year ago, I really honestly didn't have a clue as to what I was going to do, what I was going to move forward in. And it wasn't until September of 2023 when I was awoken early in the morning and was downloaded, as you can say, as a lot of people would say, all this information about, hey Jason, this is your life story, this is your life experiences. You've been through a lot of stuff in your life, whether it be marriage struggles and stuff like that, early teenage year struggles, whatever, your career struggles, all that stuff. And you've learned a lot of valuable things, a lot of valuable tools. And through the divorce and separation and divorce of your marriage, you learned a lot more tools by being coached by others, by joining an organization called Man on Fire. And it was like this aha epiphany moment where it's like, wait a second, when I was working as a journeyman electrician, as a foreman and stuff like that, I often came alongside other coworkers and help them through things in life and struggles in life and stuff like that. And being in the Man on Fire community, I was involved with providing feedback and supporting other men and stuff like that. And even when I was involved with a program called Homecoming, which was a 12-step program for sexual addictions, I mentored men through their struggles as they were dealing with addiction issues. And it was all these things that kind of came together and said, well, wait a second, I have been already ministering to people in some way. And so Lifting the Soul Ministries was born. And so now, since the new year, since January and stuff like that, I've signed up for business and marketing courses. And I've been to Florida already for a business conference, a 4-day business conference. I've taken several online 2-day business intensive work courses. And there's activities I participate in every week for business purposes to learn more stuff about, bringing my business to life, bringing Lifting the Soul Ministries to life. And then on top of that, I've been taking courses for coaching. So I've now been certified for 3 different coaching certifications. I'm now a certified life coach, a certified relationship coach, and a certified leadership coach. And it's been a lot to take in such a short period of time. I want to keep moving because as much as I love sitting in that spot and listening to the birds, I just feel like I need to move today. I've got a little bit of bound up energy. Been in the house doing things for the business of all things. I've now got my domain name set up. My website is getting ready to launch. I talked with my website developer today, and I got my emails now set up for Lifting the Soul Ministries, so I can now start receiving emails. I did some test emails just before it came out, and they're all working. And so things are moving forward. And I'm excited about that. And I want to talk about moving forward in life, because we all go through points in our life where we feel stagnant. We're not sure what's going to happen next. And sometimes it's scary to want to move forward in something in a new direction because there's so many unknowns. There's so many variables that could happen that may change things, may change plans. And here I am, a year later, from where I was, exactly a year later, pretty much, from the day I quit working at ProPack Systems till today. And I've got a new direction. And it's getting tight, to be honest with you, because the money that I had set up, or the money that I had available to me, is gone. And I'm basically scrimping by at the moment. And I don't want to say this to scare anybody or anything like that. I will get through this. I just need customers. And so for those of you who are listening, if you know any men who would like to have some direction in their life and would like to take their lives to the next level in some way, in some form, reach out to info@liftingthesoulministries.com to book a free consultation with myself. And we'll go from there. Because it's all got to start somewhere. And I really, truly, honestly, heartfeltly appreciate all of you guys' support all these years, 2+ years of me doing these videos. I wouldn't be here today continuing this on if it wasn't for you guys. And this next chapter in my life is going to take the support of all of you guys to help me out on this next journey. So please, if you're interested in what I have to offer, or if you know somebody who might be interested in what I have to offer, send them to info@liftingthesoulministries.com, because we can start a whole new journey together. And we could all move forward in life. It's exciting times. There's a lot going on in the world today. There's a lot of pressures on us that were not on us even just a few years ago. The world has changed a lot in the last 5 years. And it's going to continue to change. But we don't have to do life alone. And as I continue to look forward to moving forward in my life, moving forward with this new career path, there's a lot that is still to come. Because as I continue to work through the process of building the programs that I want to build, to strengthen and encourage and empower men, which I think is a huge asset to the world that we're moving into. We need healthy and strong men and women in society today. We need people to have a sense of focus, a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning in life. And it doesn't have to be something profound or big, but something that takes us out of complacency. For years, I lived in a place of complacency, a place of fear, a place of doubting myself. And don't get me wrong, there are times where I still have those moments where I doubt what I'm doing. Did I make the right move? But here I am today, moving forward in a new direction, despite the fears, despite the wanting to hide, despite the stress. And I know if I can do it, there's people, you're all able to do it. You're all able to make changes within your life. You're all able to adjust to something new. You're all able to just get out of whatever you're in. If it's a slump, you can get out of it. You can pivot, you can change paths, you can change directions. We have the power to choose. It's sometimes scary. You know, I was talking to my brother yesterday. We had a good 3-hour conversation. And we went back and forth because he's in the middle of a life change himself. And I won't go into the details of all of that. But he's got a lot of uncertainties right now as well. And yet there's a part of him who's like, okay, this has happened. This is the reality as it is right now. I don't have to let it get me down. I can move forward. And despite the hardships, he's choosing to move forward in life. Despite the fact that I had a well-paying job, a well-paying career job that was fairly stable, and honestly, this past year, I would have made a boatload of money because there was a lot, and there still is there, because I've been in touch with the people that work there, still my past coworkers. A lot of overtime. But the whole reason why I've decided to make this choice, and it's not that I'm not going to be working odd hours or a lot of hours like through this new job, because it takes a lot to form a new business. And as I've been learning, a large percentage of businesses fail within the first year. And then another large percentage fail after 5 years. Very few make it past 10. Why is that? Well, there's all sorts of reasons for it. All sorts of reasons for it. And that's what it is. Like, that's just the way the numbers are. And it could be something as simple as the person or the people who are managing the business simply peter out. They get tired of the daily fight to keep things going. They lose vision of what they were really trying to do in the first place. Or, quite simply, the business that they were in no longer has a market. Because we all know how fast things can change in today's world. And so, creating a business is, well, you know, if you go by the statistics, the odds are against you. But why do people do it? Why do people pursue these dreams? Because there's something inside of them that says that there's something more to this world, there's something more to life than the daily grind. And yes, running a business can be a grind, but it doesn't have to be. If you're doing something that you're passionate about, it becomes a part of who you are. And the work no longer becomes work, it becomes a lifestyle. I'm looking forward to serving men. And eventually, as Lifting the Soul Ministry grows, I want to be able to have a team of ladies to serve women in the same capacity that the men will be served. And from there, ultimately, it will be to serve couples and families. I want to build a community of men and women eventually, but men for now. I want to build a strong community of men that support each other, that have each other's back, that are willing to stand in the gap for somebody who's falling down and help hold him up as he goes through life's challenges. I want to build a community of men that, when they're on top of their game, they've got men behind them cheering them on. Cheering them on, saying, "You can do it, man. Let's take you to the next level." I want to build a community that will change the world for the better. Not a world where there's greed and corruption, but a world where there's compassion, a world where there's passion to serve, a world where we don't have to lack for anything because we've all got each other's back. I can't do this alone. I don't want to do this alone. That's just the vision that's been given to me. So I want to bring on people. I want to hire people that will be able to encapsulate the same vision that I have. I want to continue moving forward with this. And I am going to need support. I'm going to need prayers from those of you that are watching and listening to this. I've asked for prayers before. I'm going to continue to ask for those prayers. And I appreciate those who have been praying for me continuously. As I've walked this journey, as I walk this path, as I'm literally walking this path in my forest. Oh, what a beautiful day this creation is. Every day can be beautiful. Even the ones where we're struggling to know what to do next. It's windy today too. Thankfully I got my new microphone that has a wind barrier thingy on it. But where I'm going with this is take a chance. Move forward in your life. Stop living small. There's parts of me that still want to hide and live small. But there's parts of me that are tired of living small. It's those parts of me that want to live small, that want to hide, that have stunted where I'm at right now. Because there's those parts of me that wonder, am I doing the right thing? All that stuff. But I do take steps forward. I'm still moving forward. Maybe not at a running pace, but as I learned in this past weekend in the business and marketing course, the sales course is really what it was, sales interactive, there's got to be a sense of urgency. And if there was ever a sense of urgency in my life, it's right now. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I really honestly, truthfully am reaching out right now as I move forward in this, as I move forward with this new career path. I'm reaching out for your support. And it, like I said, it could be prayers. It could be maybe there's something in your life that you want to work on and you don't know how to move forward with it. Well, together we can help each other out. You can reach out to me. You can set something up. Maybe you know somebody who may need some help in their life, some guidance, some direction, maybe some accountability. See, we as coaches are not necessarily ones to give all the answers. Although we are different than, say, a therapist. See, coaches are to be a part cheerleader, a part accountability. Yeah, we also come up with strategies, right? You think of all these team sports and stuff like that. Coaches are there to develop strategies, to develop an offensive plan, to develop a defensive plan. But they're also there to come alongside the players and help them take the skills that they have and enhance them to the next level. That's what coaches do. That's what coaches are good for. And I want to be able to be that for men. I want to be able to be there to support them, to lift them up, to encourage them, to help them discover who they really are, and help them to move forward in life, just as I am moving forward. I've got a coach in my life. I've got several other fellows in my life who I am being mentored by, directly and indirectly, that I'm very thankful for. I'm starting to create a strong network of men who are surrounding me, who are excited for where I am going right now in life. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. I even think of the coaches that I had in Man on Fire, in the Man on Fire community. I'm so thankful for those men. The heart that they have to serve. The heart that they have to encourage, to empower, to lift up other men. There's a reason why that business is successful. And I know there's going to be a reason why Lifting the Soul Ministries is going to be successful. Because I know where my heart lies. And I know what God has placed on my heart. And I know I'm not going to be able to do this alone. And I'm trusting as I embrace this vision that I believe God gave me. As I move forward with this vision that God gave me. That He's not going to abandon me in this. He's not going to say, okay, Jason, here's the idea. Off you go. You're on your own now. No. I trust He's going to be with me. He's not going to do everything for me. I still have to take action. I still have to do what needs to be done for it to work. But I still have the trust that He's got the picture in mind, and the picture that He's given me is going to be fruitful. One of the things of life that I believe God calls us forward in is to be fruitful. And to be fruitful means different things at different times, even in your life. At some point, it could be just being a parent, which can have its own struggles. Sometimes it could be a leader at your workplace. Sometimes it could be how you take care of others. It could be how you treat others. This is exciting times. And I'm looking forward to continuing on this journey. I'm looking forward to the lives that will be transformed as a result of what's happening right now. I'm looking forward to my life being transformed. I shared a little bit about my trip to Maui a while ago and how I went there with a heart to serve. And I was so blessed on that trip through serving others. And I am trusting that as I push forward to serve others, as I push forward to serve men, that I just know I'll be blessed. And I just can't help but feel that. The anticipation of that. And I'm not doing this to gain rewards for that reasons. I just know that that will be a result of it. But that's where I'm at today. Friends, loved ones, you're all loved ones. I love you all. Life is a journey. Sometimes you gotta take bold steps and just move forward. And so again, I'll leave the email info@liftingthesoulministries.com. And until next time, much love.